this Excel, working with Excel. We are going to now look at how to work with simple functions and the difference between a function and a formula. A formula, let's look at a shop, an Excel for a shop. We have the item, we shall enter the items there, we shall enter the quantity, we shall enter the selling price, we shall enter the cost price first, and then we shall enter the selling price. Selling price, okay, let me just write something. Price, not price, cost price, selling price, cost price, and then we shall enter the profit. Alright, so I'm resizing it like we did. Double click, so that they resize themselves. Okay, item number 1 is banana. Like bananas. I'm entering, press enter. Item number 2 are sweets. Item number 3 is milk. Item number 4 are pens. Item number 5 are books. Okay, double click to adjust. Quantity, we have bananas, bunches of bananas. We have 2. Sweets, we have 15 sweets. And milk, we have 5 pints of milk. We have 10 pens and 20 books. Then the cost price. How much did we buy these? This one was bought at 500 each. 500 each. Press enter. You realize that on your keyboard we have, on your keyboard, if your keyboard is arranged in this way, I don't know, but on your keyboard you realize that we have this normal pad, then we have numbers on top, then on the right pad on your keyboard, your physical keyboard, the physical keyboard that you have or you're using, it has number pad, what we call a number pad on the right. So you can use that for now, so that you don't waste a lot of time when you're typing. It is arranged as if it's a calculator, so you can just type enter, type a figure, enter, type a figure, enter. Alright, so we have the sweets, each one is 100, press enter. Milk is 1,500, enter. Pen is 1,500. The book is 500 too. Then how much shall we sell it? We need to make a profit of 500, right? Alright, so 500, making it 1,000. So we need to make 500 plus or the original price, which is cost price. Then we need to make a profit of 500. That means it is going to double each of these. But this is 100. So let's check out for this first. If we need to create a formula is whenever you need to create a formula, you need to always start with an equal sign where you want to insert a formula. Then we need to make this 500 plus or 500. That's the formula. Press enter and it will give you the figure. Selling price, we are selling at 1,000. But realize that on top there in the function bar, it has equal to 500 plus 500. which will give us the final figure here. Now this will give you the final figure as a formula, but it is not advisable to use direct figures, 500 plus 500. Why? Check out, it is giving us 1000, but suppose I come back to this and I say, okay, I bought it at 5000. I press enter. You realize that this did not actually change. It stayed as it was. So the right way would be use of references. We shall look at references more, but for now, references, we need to use the cell names, the cell addresses. Okay, so what we need to do is, like I said, whenever you are referring to a cell, you say C. This one is in cell C2. You read off the column first and then you read the row. C2, so this one is in D2. So what we want to do is equals to what we have in cell C2. So you realize that now it has now highlighted it, plus 500. Press enter. So even if I'm to change this to 1000, press enter, automatically it will calculate out this. So this is what we refer to as cell referencing. It is referring to cell C2, which is this cell C2. Okay, so this one we said we need to make a profit. So we shall select this, and we shall say cell C3. So cell C3 equal to cell C3 plus 100. Okay, so each suite we bought it at 100, each suite we shall sell it at 200. So cell C4 equal to cell C4. What we have in cell C4, we can actually now do times 2. Okay, times 2. Can just say, okay, times. You don't press the X for times, you press the star. Times 2. Press enter. So it is just giving us this. Okay, so what we need, this one is times 2 times 2. Alright, so that it gives us final figures there. So what we need to do, suppose we have 1000 records, shall we go on making times 2 times 2? No, we shall just make a roll. Okay, you just move your cursor on top of that black spot so that the cursor changes to a plus sign. Click and hold and move your cursor downwards, then release. So realize that it has now multiplied this times that, this times 2, this times 2. Okay, you realize now originally it was C4, but when I pulled it down, it was to change this cell reference to C5 for this. Okay, right? That's how it keeps on changing from one point to another. So now let's check out for the profit. What do you think the profit formula will be? If your answer is this, then it is right. Equal to, we want to calculate the profit. The profit will be the selling price minus their cost price. So we shall use the cell references. This time it is D2, so enter D2 minus C2. Enter. Okay, So for each we shall be gaining, because we shall be gaining 500 from each. That means for we bought it at 1,000 and now we are selling it at 1,500. That makes a profit of 500. So you can pull it down, make what we call an autofill, so that here on sweets we shall have a profit of 100. For milk we shall have a profit of 1,500, and then the rest, pens and pencils and books, we shall have a profit of 500 for each. That is for making a formula. Okay, these are formulas. Then you can also extend the formula and say how much, if I have 2, how much shall I gain as my profit? So what I do is to go and edit my formula up there, and I say, okay, the one I have as my final, I'll need to multiply it by 2. Okay, so what I have is this. Make sure that I enclose it. Don't simply say multiply by 2. When you simply multiply by 2, yes, it will get to that, or you multiply it by that. So according to board mass function, the rules of mathematics, this might give you an answer or it might not give you an answer, because it follows the sequence of board mass. All right, okay, so what we shall do is to first calculate out this, and then we multiply by that, by B2. So first calculate out that by doing the, you enclose, shift, and then press the 9, so that you put a opening bracket. Then you also enclose this with an opening bracket, so that you say, okay, first calculate out D2 minus C2. Then after finding the answer of D2 minus C2, multiply that answer by whatever you have in B2. Then after doing that, press enter. So if we bought this as 1,000 and we are selling it at 1,500, that means each piece we are going to gain a profit of 500. But we have quantity of bunches is 2. So 500 plus 500 will give us 1,000, which is the right answer. So don't need to struggle with the rest, just autofill. Just move your cursor on top of that black spot, click and hold, and move it downwards. Let's check out whether we are on the right track. We bought our pens at 1,500 each, and then we are selling it at 1,000. That means each pen, we are getting each pen at a profit of 1,000, of 500. But we have quantity of pens is 10. When you get a small calculator, and then we say, okay, if we are just testing whether we are on the right track. We bought at 500, so 500, and we are selling each pen at 1,000. That means 1,000 minus 500, 1,000 minus 500, which will give us the profit of 500. Right, which is true. But we have quantity in stock that is 10. That means for each we'll get 500. So to get the total profit, we shall multiply by the quantity which is 10, and we get 5,000, which has given us the right answer there. So it is always good to first calculate out what you expect first. See D5 times B5 time minus C5, then enclose that, then you multiply it with DB5. Okay, that one will give us the right figure. Suppose I come here and I say, okay, I have 70 as the pens in quantity in stock, and press enter. You realize that it has now automatically calculated out for my profit. I will gain a profit of 35,000. All right, for each I'll get 500, but since I have 70, I'll get quantity of that. All right, so that will be the right way of calculating out using formulas. Let's now take a break, and then we look at how to calculate using a function.